no sense, but I ain't never been accused of watching on a fence. I'd rather ride on lightning than bleed into the night. So won't you open up the gate and I'ma see you on the other side? 'Cause I'm a cowboy. Dusty chaps, $48 and a Stetson hat. But there's 2 more rounds of rank bulls to ride, and I'll be worth a lot more when I leave tonight. But it ain't about money, it comes from deep inside. So won't you open up the gate and I'ma see you on the other side? 'Cause I'm a cowboy. Got a few from bulls and 2 or 3 from bars, but that's the price I pay for fighting through the pain. They ain't never been a pussy, make the Hall of Fame. Come on. They ain't Jim Sharp, I ain't Chris Ledoux. I'm just a Carolina kid with an attitude. It was born to rock, born to ride, born to race hell on a Friday night. I'd rather ride on light than bleed into the night. So go and open up the gate and I'ma see you on the other side. 'Cause I'm a cowboy. Yeah, I'm a cowboy.
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the world. iRacing.
Well, good evening, race fans, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV. Tonight on the program, round number 11 of the JSI Sundays Hobbs Trenching and Boring 360 Sprint Car Series. We come to Williams Grove Speedway, and what a night it's going to be here at Williams Grove tonight. And well, let's see what tonight brings us. It's going to be a belt of a show. We hope everyone enjoys all the action. Be sure to send out a share for the live stream tonight. We want everyone on board, as many as people we can get, to see what tonight's A-Main will bring us for the JSI Sundays Hobbs Trenching and Boring 360 Sprint Car Series. Qualifying is currently underway, and Tyler Bish currently quick time with a 17.794. Joel Berkeley in the house tonight as well, out on the speedway for tonight, and he's second quick with a 17.814. Adam Durston, his best qualifying efforts thus far this season, and he's third quick with a 17.825. Clayton Davies on the speedway right now in the number 50 entry. Let's see what Clayton can put through on the speedway. And well, Clayton Davies is currently 24th quick on the racetrack, 18.030. For the 50 entry, the ABR Setup Shop Hobbs Trenching and Boring number 50 car, and does not go any quicker. 18.030 awarded. So how about that, race fans? Tyler Bish, quick time with a 17.794. Then back to Joel Berkeley and Adam Durston. That was your top three. We'll check out your heat qualifying results here on screen right now. Tyler Bish, Joel Berkeley, Adam Durston, Nathan Vanderwacker. Then back to Cody Lawrence, Aston Hurley, Nick Ryan, Craig Dunn, Paul Bryan, and Sean Stevens to round out your top 10 qualifiers here tonight. Heat race number 1 about to line up on the speedway. Riley Simpson and Riley Stewart on the front row. The two Rileys will battle it out on the front row tonight here in heat race number 1. Heat race row number 2 will be Andrew Corbett and Darcy Wilson. Aston Hurley and Tyler Bish in row number 3. Tyden Vanderwart and John Schultz in row number 4. Brock Lewis and Corey Borden will start on the final row here in heat race number 1 for the JSI Sundays Hobbs Trenching and Boring 360 Sprint Car Series. So, race fans, let's see what we've got in store for heat race number 1. 12 laps is the distance. So let's see what we've got here in store tonight here at Williams Grove Speedway. Can't wait to see what we get on the cards tonight. It's going to be a cracking show, race fans. Let's get set to let these guys loose. Riley Simpson and Riley Stewart on the front row. Riley Simpson repping the Sheldon Hot and Shield paint tonight. The NOS Energy Drink Z-Max Hunt Brothers Pizza West Tennessee Expediting number 17. Riley Stewart will start on his outside, the ABR Setup Shop RS Sim Shots number 07 from New South Wales. Well, race fans, pace car set to pull in. Heat race number 1. Out of turn number 4. We're green. Down to corners 1 and 2. Riley Simpson, your early race leader, as they head down the back straight away for the first time here in heat race number 1 into turn number 3 and 4 we go. Stewart looked to the inside, couldn't get the job done, and Stewart into the wall in turn number 3 and 4. And we go yellow. So Riley Stewart, unfortunately, backs the race car into the fence in turn number 3 and 4. We'll take a closer look at that one. So it looks like he just went for the pass on the inside of Riley Simpson, and unfortunately Andrew Corbett just caught the tail end of the 07 car. And that is not the way you want to start tonight here at Williams Grove Speedway in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. So, the home of the PA Posse and the Porch Sitters is what we like to know them as. So, we are set to go once again here tonight, race fans. So we're set to go right now. Pace car set to pull back on into the infield. Riley Simpson and now Aston Hurley on the front row. We're back to green. Down the main straightaway, they run into turns 1 and 2. Simpson with a good start. And they're all bunched up in turn 1 and 2. And unfortunately, looks like a couple of cars getting together there in turn 1 and 2. And, well, not the way to start the night here at Williams Grove Speedway. So we are going to let them loose once again. They'll line up. So cars will just catch up to the iRacing.com official pace truck on the racetrack right now. So we'll get set to let them loose once again. So, cars lining up once again. We will get set to let them loose. Corey Borden now up into position number 3, Titan Vanderwoord. Back there in position number 4 at the moment, there's 007 car. Riley Simpson now back up into position number 5. Riley Stewart, that is, in the ABR setup shop number 07 machine. Back up into the 5th position right now on the speedway. He's just got to make up one more spot to make it through directly into tonight's A main. So we will get set to let them loose this time by race fans. We're going to get set to let them loose 360 sprint car style here at Williams Grove Speedway. We will get set to let them loose once again. The pace car will get set to pull in. We're set to go. Riley Simpson in control of the field. Aston Hurley on his outside. We're back to green. Good start for Riley Simpson. Back down to turns 1 and 2 we go. Just over halfway home right now. Down the back straightaway, here comes Hurley. Hurley looking to the outside. Simpson tries to shut the door. Does not make it work though, and now Aston Hurley is your race leader. Riley Stewart now up into the 2nd position. He was back there in position number 5 on the restart, and now the ABR setup shop RS Sim Shots number 07 up into P2 right now, and chasing after your race leader, the Horsham Off-Road Allure Esports, number 99 of Aston Hurley. Down the back straightaway we go now. 2.5 laps remaining into turn number 3 and 4. This time, Hurley running the boards right now here at Williams Grove Speedway. Down to turns 1 and 2 we go. Stewart still in hot pursuit. As they head down the back straight, now lap and a half remaining here at Williams Grove Speedway for heat race number 1. Into turns 3 and 4 we go this time by down the main straightaway. We got one car slowing on the main straightaway. Into turns 1 and 2 right now. The white flag is out for heat race number 1. Half lap to go. Down the back straightaway for the final time here in heat race number 1. And Aston Hurley looking the goods here tonight at Williams Grove Speedway. Gets the job done in heat race number 1. Second will go to Riley Stewart. Third to Riley Simpson. Fourth to Johnny Schultz. And how about that, race fans? Good start tonight for the Horsham Off-Road Allure Esports number 99. How about a race, fans? Give it up for Aston Hurley. Well, there it is, race fans. Your results right now for heat race number 1. Aston Hurley, Riley Stewart, Riley Simpson, John Schultz, your top 4. Then back to Corey Borden, Tyler Bish, Titan Van Award, Darcy Wilson, Andrew Corbett, and Brock Lewis to round out your top 10. Here's your grid right now for heat race number 2, and it's going to be Riley Roberts in the 22 car will start from 1. Joshua Walton, the 81 will start from 2. Bo Nation in the 94 car will start from 3 with Justin Wright in the 78 from 4. Nick Ryan in the 7 from 5 with Joel Berkeley, your second quickest man here tonight. From qualifying, he will start from position number 6. Neville Ulf in the 2 car will start from position 7 with Kyle Ferguson in the 31 from 8. Brent Hobbs in the Hobbs Stretching and Boring number 64 machine will start from 9. And Daniel Nickel in the 18 will start from position number 10. So race fans, we're green for heat race number 2. Down to turns 1 and 2 we go for the first time. Heading down the back straight away, Joshua Walton in hot pursuit right now of Riley Casson Roberts. Into corners number 3 and 4. We got 3 cars upside or into the wall in turn number 3 and 4. And that is not the way you want to start your night here at Williams Grove Speedway. So we will get back underway. So 3 cars involved in that one. Joel Berkeley, as far as I'm aware, was one of them. So we will get set to let them loose once again here at Williams Grove Speedway. Currently under yellow flag conditions here in heat race number 2. We're only 2 laps in the books. Working lap number 3 of 12. Right now here in heat race number 2. So we will get set to let them loose once again. So lights will get set to go out and cars will form up in 2x2 formation. Unless we're going to go with a single file restart. I don't think that will be the case. No, because Joshua Walton pulls up alongside Riley Casson Roberts right now. As they're now in 2x2 formation, we're going to get set to go racing this time by pace car set to pull back to the infield. As I roll down the back straight away. Here at Williams Grove Speedway, this is the second largest track on the iRacing.com service. So we are going to get set to go back to green flag racing. Pace car off the circuit. We're set to go back to green as we are right now. Good start for Riley Casson Roberts as they headed back down to turns 1 and 2. Josh Walton in hot pursuit as they head down the back straight away. Brent Hobbs in the 64 entry. Looks to the middle part of the speedway. Tries to make it 3 wide as they're not 3 wide. They're 2 wide, almost 3 wide. Going down the main straightaway. Back down to 1 and 2 we go. Hobbs falling back to the 4th position as Cole Ferguson in the 81 car now moves up into P2. Took over the 2nd place from Joshua Walton. Heading down the main straightaway this time into turns number 1 and 2. Riley Caston-Roberts still your race leader. Ferguson back there in P2. Walton in P3. Brandon Hobbs back there in position number 4 at the moment. Holding it down. Oh, Brandon Hobbs into the wall in turn 3 and 4. No. I think that may have been Nick Ryan that caught the rear end of the 64 car. And we are yellow once again here at Williams Grove Speedway. So we will check out what happened in turn 3 and 4. That's not the one we want. We want this one. So as they went through turns 1 and 2. So into turns 3 and 4 they went, and unfortunately contact between Nick Ryan and Brent Hobbs. Joel Berkeley had nowhere to go in that one. So we will get set to let them loose once again as 2 of the Rutledge Brothers racing cars. Teammates on the front row. Daniel Nickel also in this one. He'll restart out of position number 4. We're back to green. Down to turns 1 and 2 we go. Ferguson looking for a race lead. Go ducks to the inside of the speedway. Roberts holds it down on the top side of the racetrack right now. They've got 2 laps left to go here in heat race number 2. Back down to 1 and 2 we go. Josh Walton in hot pursuit as they head down the back straight away. Lap and a half remaining here in heat race number 2 as they head through turns 3 and 4 this time by. Down the main straightaway. White flag is out here for heat race number 2. Riley Casson-Roberts looking for his first heat race career victory win here for with the JSI Sundays. Hobbs trenching a boring 360 sprint car series. We've got a 3-way battle in turn 3 and 4. We got 3 cars upside down. Your top 3 out of the race here in heat race number 2, and that is not the way you want to go. Daniel Nickel will get the win in heat race number 2. Second will go to Brent Hobbs. Third will go to Neville Alt. Fourth will go to Nick Ryan. Well, big dramas on the racetrack. Your results right now for heat race number 2. Daniel Nickel, Brent Hobbs, Neville Alf, and Nick Ryan is your top 4. Cole Ferguson, Josh Bolton, Joel Berkeley, Riley Casson-Roberts, Bo Nation, and Justin Wright is your top 10 cars here from heat race number 2. Heat race number 3, lining up on the speedway, Thomas Mitchell, the WA Leadfoot kid in the Vortex Sim Sports, Speedshot51.com, LCJ Carpentry. WA02 will start from 1. Mason Inman, welcome back to JSI Sundays. In the 7 car will start from position number 2. Blaine Densley in the 27 car will start from position number 3. Maxie Bevan in the 68 will start from position number 4. Craig Dunn in the 57 will start from 5, with Adam Durst in the 22 will start from position number 6. Cody Terry, good to see this guy behind the wheel tonight as well, folks. He will start the 35 from position number 7, with Jason Burke in the JSI Racing number 74 will start from position number 8. Damien Powell in the 52 will start from 9, and Tony Walsh will start the 916 car from position number 10. We're set to go green, this time by race fans Thomas Mitchell and Mason Inman on the front row. Heat race number 3, 12 on the board. We're green. Good start for Thomas Mitchell. Down to turns 1 and 2 we go. For the first time, heading down the back, straight away Mason Inman in hot pursuit. Here comes Maxi Bevan. Go to the top side of the speedway. Inman closed the gap big time between himself and Thomas Mitchell. Mitchell will lead the opening lap here at Williams Grove Speedway for heat race number 3. Into turns 1 and 2 we go. Inman looked for a slider in 1 and 2. Couldn't get the pass completed. Into turns 3 and 4 we go, though. This time by down the main straightaway, Thomas Mitchell. With not much of a race lead going down the main straightaway, though. Into turns 1 and 2. Maxi Bevan right on the rear tail tank of the WA02 entry. Heading into turns 3 and 4. Blaine Densley right now up into the 3rd spot. As we race down the main straightaway now. 3 laps in the books, working lap number 4 of 12. Here at Williams Grove Speedway. Heading down the back straightaway, Thomas Mitchell and Max Bevan still battling it out for the race lead. Maxi Bevan throws a slider on Thomas Mitchell. No! And I bet Thomas Mitchell has got big damage on that race car right now. And will be about as dark as 2 a.m. in that seat. Meanwhile, Blaine Densley takes the race lead. Here in heat race number 3, Maxi Bevan still back in position number 2. Mason Inman now in 3. As Densley works the top side of the speedway in heat race number 3 in turns 1 and 2. As they roll through turns 3 and 4 this time by and down the main straightaway. 6 laps down, 6 laps left to go in heat race number 3 into turns 1 and 2 we go. Bevan still trying to track down your race leader. Into turns 3 and 4 we go this time by and down the main straightaway now. With 5 laps left to go. Here in heat race number 3. Working turns number 3 and 4 we run this time by. Densley still your race leader. Maxi Bevan back there in P2. And then you go back to Craig Dunn, now open to the 3rd position. In the 57 car. Meanwhile, Densley heading down the back straight away this time by into turns number 3 and 4. He's got a healthy race lead. Currently looking at about 1.8 seconds as they cross the start line right now for Blaine Densley. Into turns number 1 and 2 we go this time. Make that 2.5 laps to go down the back straight away. Into turns number 3 and 4 we run. And well, let's get it sorted for heat race number 3. We're about to see the white flag for heat race number 3 as Densley flies out of turn number 4 and down the main straightaway. The white flag is out right now for heat race number 3. Into turns 1 and 2 we're going down the back straightaway. Into turns 3 and 4 we run. Densley goes to the bottom in 3 and 4 though, just to see what it's like down there. And Blaine Densley will take out heat race number 3. 2nd will go to Max Bevan. 3rd to Craig Dunn and 4th to Mason Inman. Thomas Mitchell will finish the race in position number 6. Adam Durston will finish in position number 5. Here are your results right now for heat race number 3. And we've got Blaine Densley, Max Bevan, Craig Dunn, and Mason Inman, your top 4. Then you go back to Durston, Mitchell, Powell, Walsh, Burke, and Cody Terry to round out your top 10 cars. Here's your grid right now for heat race number 4. It is Hayden Vickers in the 15 car. Will start from 1 to his outside. Will be Clayton Davies in the 50 entry. Position number 3 with a 14 car, Cooper Wilson to his outside will be the 2 machine of Braden Miller. Position number 5 with a 42 entry of Paul Bryan. Position number 6 will be the Vortex Sim Sports Speedshot51.com number 88 entry of Nathan Vanderwacker. Position number 7 will be the JSI Racing Valvoline sponsored Hobbs stretching a boring entry. Number 12 of Jason Crawford. Position number 8 will be the 13 car of Luke Wilson. Position number 9 will be the 46 car of Alex Gavia. And Joel Butel will start the 29 entry from position number 10. So, as cars start to push away, so we are going to get set and let them loose. So let's see what we can do in heat race number 4. This is the second last heat race of the night, race fans. We're getting through them pretty thick and fast here tonight here at Williams Grove Speedway. Hayden Vickers and Clayton Davis on the front row, 12 on the board. We're green. Down to 1 and 2 and Vickers. Your early race leader in turns 1 and 2 we go. Down the back straight away for the first time as Clayton Davies is in hot pursuit. In the 50 machine. Through turns 3 and 4 we run this time by and down the main straight away we go. Davies and Hayden Vickers. Slide job from Davies in turn 1 and 2. Holds it down the back straight away as they run this time. Vickers pulls even with Davies. Into turns 3 and 4, slide job returned from Hayden Vickers on Clayton Davies, but Davies turns it back underneath for them leads. Lap number 2 here at Williams Grove Speedway for heat race number 4. Heading down the back straight away this time by and Vickers. Lost a little bit of momentum on the 50 machine of Clayton Davies. Here comes Cooper Wilson right now through the middle part of the speedway, challenging for second over with Hayden Vickers. Into turns 1 and 2 we go. Braden Miller back there as well in position number 4. Nathan Vanderwacker looking to the inside for the 4th position. Moves up the racetrack ever so slightly though. Braden Miller will turn it over, will hold down the 4th position as they head back down to 1 and 2 and your race leader is Clayton Davies. Heading down the back straight away we run this time by. Into turns number 3 and 4 we run. This time by 5 laps down. We've still got 7 laps to go. Here at Williams Grove Speedway. Into turns number 3 and 4 we run this time. Cooper Wilson puts a slider on Hayden Vickers and takes over the 2nd position from Hayden Vickers. So Cooper Wilson now up into position number 2 as Braden Miller now drives around the outside of the 15 machine. Miller tonight in that number 6 car. We got a car in the wall in turn 3 and 4. Not sure who that was. I think it may have been Joel Butel. Could have also been Nathan Vanderwacker. He's dropped back down to position number 9 on the speedway right now. So your race leader, Clayton Davies. Still got 4 laps left to go here in heat race number 4. So good to see all these guys in the field for tonight as Nathan Vanderwacker pulls it to the infield. He's out of heat race number 4 and he will start in 1 or 2 last chance qualifiers here tonight. So down the back straight away into turn number 3 and 4 we run this time. Davies through turns 3 and 4 and down the main straight away. Now 2 laps left to go for your race leader. Braden Miller now looking to the outside of Paul Bryan. Miller turns it over. Down the back straight away into turn number 3 and 4. And holds down 2nd position right now over Paul Bryan. Bryan trying to fight back into turns 1 and 2. Tries to take over P2 back from Braden Miller. Can't get the job done though. Down the back straight away we run for the final time into turns number 3 and 4 we go. And Clayton Davies will take out heat race number 4. 2nd at the line will go to Braden Miller will take out position number 2. Third will go to Paul Bryant. And fourth will go to Cooper Wilson. So here we are, your results right now for heat race number 4. Davies, Miller, Bryan, Wilson, your top 4. Unfortunately for Hayden Vickers, Alex Gavea, Luke Wilson, Jason Crawford, Nathan Vanderwacker, and Joel Butel. They will positions 5 through to 10. We'll start in 1 or 2 last chance qualifiers here tonight. Here's your grid right now for heat race number 5 and the final heat race of the night. Craig Plater and Daniel Boyd will end up on row number 1. Callum Davidson and Harry Stewart on row 2. Sean Stevens and Cody Lawrence on row number 3. Michael Rutledge and Kai Jensen on row number 4. Stephen Haitley and Brandon Thomas will line up in positions number 9 and 10. So, let's see what happens. Final heat race of the night. We are set to go. Pace car is off the circuit. Craig Plater and Daniel Boyd on the front row. We're green for his final heat race tonight. Good start for Craig Plater. Into turn 1 and 2. Goes straight to the top side of the speedway. Gets the power down the back straight away into turn number 3 and 4. We go for the first time. Harry Stewart looking for third right now on the bottom side of the racetrack. Looking for the race lead. Can't get the job done. Side by side racing into turn 1 and 2 right now. Boyd goes to the top. Looks for the race lead. Craig Plater gets the finds the grip in turn 1 and 2. Holds it, the race lead down right now into turn 3 and 4 we go. Plater gets a little bit sideways in turn 3 and 4, but they go wheel to wheel down the main straightaway. Into 1 and 2, and we got 2 cars. We got 2 cars around on the main straightaway. Callum Davidson, and I do believe that may have been Sean Stevens in the 17 and 26 machines. We'll take a look at what happened on the racetrack. So as they come out of turn number 4, Davidson just found Sean Stevens on the racetrack, and unfortunately now big damage on the 26 car. So we will get set to let them loose once again. Hello to Alex Robertson watching online tonight. I know he's on a bit of a tour at the moment. So while he's on the road watching Ultimate Dirt TV. So we know what that means, folks. The ultimate drive while watching Ultimate Dirt TV. And that is the way it rolls. We're set to go back to green flag racing. Craig Plater and Daniel Boyd on the front row. Harry Stewart and Cody Lawrence on row number 2. Kai Jensen and Stephen Haitley in row number 3. Set to go back to green flag racing through turns 3 and 4 we go. Back to green we are right now. Good restart for Harry Stewart. Stewart into turns 1 and 2 we go. Looking through the middle part of the speedway. Craig Plater holds down the race lead to turns 3 and 4 we run this time. Stewart goes to the top side of the speedway, runs the cushion out of turn number 4. Down the main straight, and I'll tell you what, Stewart and Craig Plater right now side by side in 1 and 2. Heading down the back straightaway, we're now 6 laps down, 6 laps left to go, make that 5.5 down the back straightaway. Into turns number 3 and 4 we run this time. Harry Stewart has got that 11 machine on the charge right now. Into 1 and 2, and Stewart has the race lead. Daniel Boyd now up to P2. Craig Plater falling back in the clutches into position number 3. Stewart now down the main straightaway now with 4 laps left to go. here in heat race number 5. Into turns number 3 and 4. Wheel goes. They cross under the bridge in here at Williams Grove Speedway. Through turns 3 and 4 we run. Stewart, now with 3 laps left remaining. Here in the final heat race of tonight. Platty is also known in the 69 car. So holding it down at the moment very nicely in the 69 machine. Craig Plater holding down in third. Kai Jensen on the charge right now in that KRE race engines. Lockdown apparel. BK Trading number 9. As they roll through turns 3 and 4, we'll see the white flag this time by Harry Stewart down to 1 and 2. Your race leader in the Titan Garages and Carports. Number 11 machine rolls through turns 3 and 4. Harry Stewart will take out heat race number 5. Second will go to Daniel Boyd. Third to Craig Plater and fourth to Kai Jensen. So, well done to your top 4. So we will take a look at your final heat race results of the night. Harry Stewart, Daniel Boyd, Craig Plater, Kai Jensen. Your top 4. Then you're back to Cody Lawrence, Stephen Haitley, Michael Rutledge, Brendan Thomas, Callum Davidson, and Sean Stevens is your top 10 here tonight. Well, race fans, your first of 2 B mains here tonight at Williams Grove Speedway. It is Corey Borden and Adam Durston on the front row, Cody Lawrence and Joshua Walton on row number 2, Alex Gavia and Titan Vanderwood in row number 3, Damian Powell and Michael Rutledge on row number 4, Riley Casson Roberts and Jason Crawford on row number 5 with Andrew Corbett and Jason Burke on row number 6. As we roll over the page, Callum Davidson and Justin Wright on row number 7 and Joel Butel in the 29 car will start all by his lonesome here in tonight's C main. So we will get set to go back to green flag racing. This time, going to be a cracker of a C main here tonight. 15 laps on the board. Corey Borden and Joshua Walton on the front row. 15 on the board. C main action here tonight at Williams Grove Speedway is underway. Into turns 1 and 2. Cody Lawrence goes to the race lead, but Joshua Walton says, no, I'll have that, thanks. Corey Borden went very wide in turn 1 and 2, and we got 2 cars around in turn 3 and 4. Looks like Damian Powell, Jason Crawford, and Riley Casson Roberts were the instigators in that one. So we will take a quick look, and it looks like just a bit of a Constantina effect there in turn 3 and 4. So we will get set to go back to green. So we are set to go back to green. Joshua Walton and Corey Borden on the front row, Tynan Van Award and Cody Lawrence on row number 2. Set to go back to green, this time by out of turn number 4 as we are this time. Green flag is waving here at Williams Grove Speedway for tonight's C-Main. Back down to turns 1 and 2 we go. We got cars all over the speedway once again. And yellow is back out very quickly here at Williams Grove Speedway. Cars will come back down to a slower pace. And we'll get set to re-rack them and restack them once again. Well, race fans, we're going to get set to go back to green flag racing this time by as I line up in 2x2 formation. Here at Williams Grove Speedway. We've got about 10 laps to go here in our C-Main 4 tonight. Joshua Walton and Corey Borden once again on the front row. We're back to green. Oh, we've got a big concertina effect down the main straightaway. Corey Borden will have big damage on that 7 car right now. Meanwhile, Joshua Walton clearing out in the 81 car. To the top side of the speedway right now for Cody Lawrence. Into turns 1 and 2 we go. Callum Davidson moving up right now on the speedway, looking for second right now over Lawrence as they run into turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Andrew Corbett. Corbett running through turns 3 and 4 this time by, drifts up the racetrack, catches the wall in turn 3 and 4. Meanwhile, down the main straightaway. This time we've got 5.5 laps to go. Or just, 5.5 laps, or 6.5 laps to go, should I say, sorry. So, Josh Walton now crosses the stripe, now with 6 to run. Here in tonight's C-Main. Cody Lawrence still in hot pursuit in the 55 car. Callum Davidson still back there in position number 3. Andrew Corbett might have a bit of damage on the 10 machine, but he's still back there in the 4th position at the moment. Justin Wright stopping on the main straightaway. He's had his night done in the 78 car. Meanwhile, into turns number 3 and 4 we go. This time, Cody Lawrence still running the top side of the racetrack. This racetrack, race fans, will be absolutely awesome for tonight's A-Main. We've still got 1 race left to go, and then we'll have a bit of a break in proceedings, and then we'll come back with your 35-lap A-Main here tonight at Williams Grove Speedway. So, meanwhile, we've got now 3 laps left to go here in tonight's C-Main. Joshua Walton is holding it down very nicely in the speedshop51.com 51 Esports. Number 81 entry. Down the main straightaway he goes. Now 2 laps left to go for your race leader. Into turns 1 and 2. Walton, bit of an R&D session. Out in front right now into turns number 3 and 4. Meanwhile, still trying to make it through to tonight's A-Main. Up in the pointy end of the pack tonight. White flag is out for Joshua Walton. Cody Lawrence still back there in position number 2. Meanwhile, Andrew Corbett takes over the 3rd spot from Callum Davidson. Meanwhile, into turns number 3 and 4 we go for the final time. And Joshua Walton will take out tonight's C-Main. Second will go to Cody Lawrence. Third at the line will go to Andrew Corbett. Fourth to Callum Davidson. So we will get your results up on the screen for tonight's C-Main. There it is. Josh Walton, Cody Lawrence, Andrew Corbett. Your top three. And then you're back to Callum Davidson, Damien Powell, Jason Burke, Corey Borden, Michael Rutledge, Titan Vanderwoort, and Jason Crawford. Your top 10. Well, race fans, here it is. The final chance to get into the big dance tonight here at Williams Grove Speedway. Here is your grid for tonight's official B-Main. Cole Ferguson and Hayden Vickers on the front row. Then back to Tyler Bish and Thomas Mitchell on row number 2. Stephen Haley, Joel Berkeley on row 3. Then back to Luke Wilson, Darcy Wilson on row number 4. Tony Walsh and Brandon Thomas on row number 5. Then back to Bo Nation and Nathan Vanderwacker on row number 6. As we go down the page, Brock Lewis and Cody Terry on row number 7. And Sean Stevens down the back of the bus, all by his lonesome here tonight. So we are set to go green out of turn number 4. Pace car off the circuit, 15 laps on the board for tonight's official B-Main. Top 2 through to tonight's A-Main, and we're green. Into turns 1 and 2 we go. Into turns number 3 and 4, your early race leaders, Cole Ferguson. Joel Berkeley looking to make moves already in the 9 machine. As they head down the main straight away into turns 1 and 2. Vickers gets a little bit sideways in tags Joel Berkeley. Meanwhile, Thomas Mitchell moving up in the WA02 entry, and we are yellow. Caution on the speedway, and looks like Stephen Haitley. It is in the TB Motorsports number 60 entry. Looks like got a bit of caught up in that Constantiner effect with Hayden Vickers. So we will come back to live pictures right now here at Williams Grove Speedway. Cars under yellow flag conditions right now. So, race fans, we are set to go once again. Cole Ferguson and Thomas Mitchell on the front row. Joel Berkeley and Tyler Bish on row number 2. Back to green we go right now. Good restart for Cole Ferguson and also Joel Berkeley as well. Berkeley goes to the bottom side in turns 1 and 2. Mitchell straight to the top side. Here in tonight's B-Main, as they head down the back straight away into turn number 3 and 4 we go this time by. This time 5 laps down, 10 laps to go. Joel Berkeley holds down P2. Thomas Mitchell looking to the top side of the speedway, needs to get into that second spot right now. Rolling down the back straight away into turn number 3 and 4 we go this time by. Thomas Mitchell to the top side of the speedway. Joel Berkeley looking for the race lead through turns 1 and 2 we go this time. Berkeley. Cole Ferguson, still your race leader. As they head through turns number 3 and 4 we go this time. Berkeley to the top side of the speedway. looking for the race lead out of turn before they go side by side down the main straightaway. Berkeley takes the race lead into turn 1 and 2. We go. We've still got about 7 laps to go here in tonight's B main as they roll through turns 1 and 2 and down the back straightaway past the bridge here at Williams Grove Speedway. Into turns number 3 and 4 we go. This time, Sean Stevens pulls even with Joel Berkeley. Back down to turns 1 and 2 this time. With 7, make that 6.5 to go as they roll down the back straight away. Kyle Ferguson still back there in position number 3 on the speedway at the moment. Stevens and Berkeley as they roll through turns 1 and 2 we go. Into turns number 3 and 4 this time by. We'll have 5 laps to go here in tonight's B main. Meanwhile, your top 2 battling it out for the race lead. Berkeley takes it back down to turns 1 and 2, settles it on the bottom side of the speedway. Rolls down the back straight away to turn number 3 and 4 we go. Meanwhile, Berkeley, now with 4 laps left remaining here in tonight's B main. Sean Stevens still in hot pursuit right now. Meanwhile, we've got a bit of a battle on the speedway. Here comes Darcy Wilson, makes big contact with Cole Ferguson, and we are caution yellow on the speedway with 3 laps left remaining here in tonight's B main, and we are under yellow flag conditions. So, we're not even going to attempt that replay. There was big contact between Darcy Wilson and Kyle Ferguson. So, Darcy Wilson, as per expected, sent to the rear of the field. So Joel Berkeley, how about this race, fans? Can the number 9 machine get it done tonight? As we go back to green, out of turn number 4. Good restart for Berkeley as they head back down to turns 1 and 2. Green-white checker situation right now is upon us. Meanwhile, down the main straightaway we go this time by. Now the white flag is out here in tonight's B main. Down to turns 1 and 2 we go. And down the back straightaway for the final time. Sean Stevens has got one last look at this. Into turns 3 and 4 we go. But Joel Berkeley, too good on the top side, takes out tonight's B main. Sean Stevens will settle for second. Third will go to Tyler Bish, and 4th to Thomas Mitchell. 5th will go to Nathan Vanderwacker. 6th to Bo Nation. And well, so your results right now for tonight's B main coming up on the speedway: Berkeley, Stevens, Bish, Mitchell, Nathan Vanderwacker, then back to Bo Nation, Brock Lewis, Hayden Vickers, Luke Wilson, and Darcy Wilson, your top 10. Well, race fans, as we said before, this was our last race before we go into tonight's A main. We will jump to a brief ad break, and we'll come back on the other side of this. We do a 35-lap A main still on the program.
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics and engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams, race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
Well, race fans, it's time right now to get into tonight's A-Main. Here is your starting grid. Aston Hurley and Daniel Nickel on the front row. Blaine Densley, Clayton Davies, row 2. Harry Stewart and Riley Stewart, row number 3. Brent Hobbs, Max Bevan, row 4. Row 5, Braden Miller and Daniel Boyd. Row 6, Riley Simpson and Neville Alf. Row number 7, we go back to Craig Dunn, Paul Bryan, Craig Plater and Johnny Schultz. Nick Ryan and Mason Inman, Cooper Wilson and Kai Jensen, Josh Walton and Joel Berkeley, Cody Lawrence and Sean Stevens are your 24 starters here in tonight's A-Main race, fans. And we are set to go racing. We are in 2x2 formation right now, race fans, set to go green. We are set to go this time by race fans. 2x2 formation is also known. We're lined up in the double conga line menace. As they roll down the back straight away, pace car is set to pull in. Ladies and gentlemen, we're now 11 rounds into the JSI Sundays Hobbs Trench Boring 360 Sprint Car Series. Tonight's A-Main, 35 laps on the board. We're green. Down to turns 1 and 2 we go for the first time. We've already got big contact in turns 1 and 2. Aston Hurley is your early race leader right now. Into turns number 3 and 4 we go this time, and down the main straightaway, 1 down, 34 to go. Actually, we're 2 laps in the books already. So we've got 33 to go. We are caution, yellow on the speedway. Yellow flag is out. Not sure what happened on the racetrack. Unfortunately, nothing coming up on my lifetime in scoring. Looks like we've got a couple of cars out of tonight's A-Main already. So just hearing from Chief Stewart. Unfortunately, Kai Jensen being sent rear of field. So unfortunate for the KRA Race Engines BK Trading. Lockdown apparel number 9. We will get set to try this once again, race fans. Harry Stewart now up into position number 2. Daniel Nichols still back there in position number 4. Clayton Davies down in position number 5 and looking in. So, Aston Hurley looking the goods here tonight at Williams Grove Speedway. So, we will get set to go back to green this time. 2x2 formation. Josh Walton still down the back of the bus in the 81 car. So Aston Hurley is your race leader and has command over the field. We are set to go back to green flag racing this time by race fences. They roll through turns 3 and 4. We are back to green. Good restart for Aston Hurley. Down to 1 and 2 we go, but Harry Stewart looking for the race lead and he takes it down the back straight away into turns number 3 and 4. Pitches the car in on the bottom side of the speedway. Hurley follows him on the bottom. Densley's on the top side of the racetrack right now. Into turns number 1 and 2 we go. Davies up to the 3rd position. Braden Miller's on the move as well in the 6 car. We are caution yellow on the racetrack. So we got a bit of a crash and bash on the back straightaway. By the sounds of it, Cooper Wilson was involved in this one. So we had a couple of cars. Maxi Bevan was the main instigator in that one. Looks like he was lost a little bit of control of the race car. So unfortunately, a few cars getting tangled up in that one. So we'll come back to green flag racing this time by. So they'll get set to line up in 2x2 formation once again here at Williams Grove Speedway. We are set to go. Pace car pulls off the circuit. Harry Stewart is your race leader. Aston Hurley still back there in 2nd. Then you're back to Clayton Davies and Braden Miller. We're back to green. Good restart for Clayton Davies. Into turns 1 and 2 we go, but Braden Miller makes it 3 wide in turn 1 and 2. Hurley gets a little bit chewed up and spat out. Now relegated back to position before on the speedway. Meanwhile, into turns 3 and 4 we run this time by Stewart. Running right down the bottom side of the racetrack. Davies in hot pursuit of the 11 machine, and we are yellow. 3rd time. Caution number 3. And just a reminder as well, race fans, we only get 4 yellows here with JSI. So we are now at yellow number 3. So unfortunately, not the way to go here tonight. So it looks like there was a little bit of a hiccup on the racetrack. So we are going to get set to go back to green. Riley Stewart still back down in position number 7 at the moment, with Joel Berkeley in position number 8. Riley Simpson in there as well. So too with Craig Plater. Your race leader is Harry Stewart. As they roll through turns 3 and 4, we're back on the gas. Good restart for Harry Stewart as they roll down into turns 1 and 2. Hurley runs through the middle part of the speedway. Still back down in position number 4. Braden Miller up into the top 3. Into turns 3 and 4 we run this time by, and down the main straightaway we go. Stewart holds it down. Then you're back to Clayton Davies. Aston Hurley looking to the inside, and we're yellow. And this will use up all our 4 yellows here at Williams Grove Speedway. From here on out, race fans, it is green flag racing till the end. We're going to take a look at your UltimateDirtTV instant replay. By the sounds of it, it was Nick Ryan. So it looks like a couple of cars actually got around on the main straightaway there, and unfortunately Nick Ryan looks like was a bit of an innocent party in that one. So let's see what the rest of the A-Main will bring us, race fans. We're only 15 laps in the books, and we've already had 4 yellows. So from here on out, so for everyone watching, just be warned, please. If you see any crashes on the racetrack, unfortunately, there will be no more cautions. We are green till the end. And this is where it gets exciting, trust me. So we are set to go this time. Single file restart here at Williams Grove Speedway. Harry Stewart, Clayton Davies, Aston Hurley, Braden Miller, and Blaine Densley, your top 5. Set to go back to green. Out of turn number 4, back green flag waving here at Williams Grove. Back down to turns 1 and 2. Everyone looks like they get through safely. Down the back straight away we go. Here comes Clayton Davies in hot pursuit. Davies goes to the top side of the racetrack. Stewart on the bottom. Harry Stewart holds down the race lead now. We're now working lap number 19 of 35. Here at Williams Grove, down the back straight we run. Davies still in hot pursuit of the 11 machine. Hurley trying to hold off Braden Miller, but here comes Joel Berkeley as well. Berkeley, just so you know as well, race fans, Joel Berkeley was in the C main. The B main. And is already up 17 positions here in tonight's A main. So too Sean Stevens as well. So Joel Berkeley and Sean Stevens, your 2 biggest movers here in tonight's A main right now. Into turns 1 and 2 we go. Down the back straight away. Harry Stewart is your race leader. Runs the top side of the speedway through turns 3 and 4 and uses the old cut down line in turns number 3 and 4. Now working lap number 22 of 35 here at Williams Grove. Braden Miller now up into position number 3. Blaine Densley back in position number 4. Sean Stevens in the top 5. Unfortunately, Joel Berkeley looks like he's had a bit of a hiccup in the night machine and now fallen back to the 12th position on the speedway. These guys getting way off the gas in turn 1 and 2 as well. You can hear it in the motors of these sprint cars. Through turns 3 and 4 we run this time by though, and down the main straightaway. Harry Stewart leading here at Williams Grove Speedway. Clayton Davies is still in hot pursuit, and the lap times, at least a good couple of tenths difference between your race leader and your second place getter right now. We're looking just over high 19.7s, low 19.7s for your race leader, and 19.8s for Clayton Davies. Through turns 3 and 4 we go, this time by and down the main straightaway. We've got 10 laps to go here in tonight's A-Main. Through turns 1 and 2 we go. How about this race, fans? We saw these two guys duke it out last week at Kokomo Speedway. But it's all on back here this week here at Williams Grove. Davies leading, Harry Stewart leading over Clayton Davies. So a bit of change of pace between the 11 and the 50 cars. A lot of respect as well on the racetrack between these two guys. You can see the amount of gap given in turn 1 and 2. Davies trying to track down Harry Stewart. Only about 2 tenths in it as I roll through turns 3 and 4 this time by and down the main straightaway. We've got 7 laps to go here in tonight's A-Main. Through turns 1 and 2, Braden Miller still holding it down in position number 3. Then you go back to Blaine Densley back there in position number 4. Riley Stewart in the top 5. So, as we roll back down through turns 1 and 2, lap traffic about to play a part here at Williams Grove Speedway. Through turns number 3 and 4 this time by. Slide job from Clayton Davies. In turns 3 and 4, the battle is on now, folks. And how about this? Harry Stewart now regains the race lead, but back through turns 1 and 2 we go. They're nearly side by side down the back straightaway. Into turns number 3 and 4 we go. Davies now puts the move on. Through turns 3 and 4 we go, and they're now wheel to wheel down the main straightaway. Harry Stewart regains the race lead. We're now working lap number 32 of 35. Stewart goes to the inside of Cooper Wilson, puts him down a lap. Davies gets around Cooper Wilson as well, so now no lap cars between your top 2 place getters at the moment. Nick Ryan catches the inside wall in turn 3 and 4. Meanwhile, back down the main straightaway into turns 1 and 2 we go. Down the back straightaway into turns number 3 and 4 we run. Davies now with a return slider on Harry Stewart. Through turns 3 and 4 we go. They're now wheel to wheel, now 2 laps left to go in tonight's A-Main. Down to 1 and 2 we go. I tell you what, race fans, it's been all on here tonight, here in tonight's A-Main. We've got a lap and a half remaining through turns 3 and 4, and Clayton Davies, slide job city right now here at Williams Grove Speedway. And the white flag is out here for tonight's A-Main. Stewart shuts the door in turns 1 and 2. Davies goes to the bottom side of the speedway, looks to the inside of Harry Stewart. Into turns number 3 and 4 we go. That may have been the race-winning move, race fans. Through turns 3 and 4, your round 11 winner, Clayton Davies. What a race here tonight, race fans. Please bang your hands together for this guy. Clayton Davies does it once again here at Williams Grove Speedway. He pulls up on the main straightaway. What a run between your top 2. It was slide job city. We're going to take a look at your full rundown. Here is your full rundown here tonight at Williams Grove Speedway. Clayton Davies awarded with a win over Harry Stewart. Braden Miller third. Then back to Blaine Densley in the top 4. Riley Stewart in the top 5. And then go back to Sean Stevens, Josh Walton, Aston Hurley, Craig Plater, and John Schultz to round out your top 10 cars. And then you go back to Paul Bryan, Craig Dunn, Brent Hobbs, Tyler Bish, Nick Ryan, Cooper Wilson, Joel Berkeley, Neville Ulf, and Max Bevan to round out your top 19. Then you go back to Riley Simpson in position number 20. Well, race fans, how about it? No words to describe this guy. Clayton Davies gets the job done here at Williams Grove Speedway tonight. What a race between your top 2. We will have a chat with your top 2 as well. So we're going to bring in third place here tonight right now. Well, race fans, how about it for this guy? Please get him up for third place here tonight, driving car number 6. It is Braden Miller and Braden. Mate, well, welcome back down to Victor Lane. Mate, third place here tonight. It was a tough track out there.
Yeah, you're not wrong. It's pretty slick there, even in that heat race.
Mate, run us through what your thoughts were here tonight, here at Williams Grove Speedway. Obviously, third place, mate, must feel good.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I haven't been on a whole lot the past, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks, so I don't know. It's good just to be up here with the guys. You know, I love this place. So, I mean, I had no pace for the guys up the front. I mean, I started in 9th, I think it was, so I'm happy to come away with 3rd.
Mate, awesome job here tonight here at Williams Grove Speedway. A lot of people behind the scenes, I'm sure, helping you here on iRacing. Now's the time to thank those people, mate.
Yeah, no, it's been cooled down quite a bit actually. So it's just myself. Myself. Blaine at 27 Designs. I know I'm not running one of his paints, but I needed the power of the Mighty Mouse behind me tonight for that one. We got CD Syntography and Alex at ABR Setup Shop.
Well, there it is, race fans. How about it? Braden Miller home in position number 3 here tonight. Well done, mate. We'll see you back next week.
Thanks, mate.
Well, there it is. Braden Miller home in position number 2 here tonight. And well, race fans, how about it? This guy needs no introduction here on UltimateDirtTV. Please give it up for your second place kid here tonight, driving the Titan Garages and Carports, number 11, Harry Stewart. And Harry, mate, you led most of the A-main there, but hey, mate, slide job city with about 5 laps to go. That was awesome.
Yeah, I just sort of made a mistake when in 1 and 2, I just thought, I think the crumbs are building up on my quarter track, so I went there and still wasn't as good as just sitting on the bottom. So sort of left the door open for Clayton to get underneath me, and then that lap car just perfectly in the way for the last corner for me to rip around the top or do a big crossover. So, and the bottom was pretty well dead in 3 and 4, but I don't know, it was pretty even though the lap car sort of screwed me there, it was still pretty fun to finally get to lap traffic in one of these races and sort of go at it.
Mate, it was the same last week. Like we spoke last week at Kokomo Speedway. It was an awesome race there as well, but it was obviously the cards were pretty much the same again here this week. With Clayton taking the win and you coming in second, mate. It's obviously a win's going to be coming soon for this 11 machine, but mate, it was an awesome run. The track was tough. Run us through what the racetrack was like. It was obviously slick from top to bottom.
Yeah, well, as you said, slick top to bottom, but I don't know, Kokomo, I really enjoy Kokomo. It's just hard to pass when it gets on the top like it was last week, and Williams Grove, I don't think I've really had a good league race here besides maybe AFSR in like 2019 or something, so I was just happy to not wreck myself in the heat race or just even like hitting the bottom for half the laps decently. I was pretty happy with. I'm usually pretty garbage at doing that, but since I was running the bottom, when it went to the top, I just had no confidence in chucking it in like Clayton could do, so it was a bit tough trying to manage that. And then yeah, I've sort of mucked up again, like with coming to the white flag off of 4. I did the big crossover, which sort of left Clayton just behind me when I cleared him. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with just not being terrible tonight. So, yeah, I don't know where we're at next week, but hopefully it's all right, and hopefully I'll be there.
Well, how about it, race fans? Harry Stewart home in second, mate. A lot of sponsors on this race car. I'm sure you like to thank for tonight's efforts, mate. It was another heck of a race out there.
Yeah, just like to thank everyone at JSI for putting the league on, everyone at ULIC, Sim Sports, Titan Garages and Sheds, KCLD Cleaning, 87 Creative, and yeah, you for broadcasting.
Well, there it is, race fans. How about banging your hands together for you led most of the A-main here tonight? Harry Stewart home in second. Well, as we say every time we speak to this man, it's a back-to-back win for the 50 machine. How about a race, fans? He needs no introduction here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Clayton Davies gets the job done once again here with the JSI Sundays Hobbs Trenching and Boring 360 Sprint Car Series. Clayton, mate, back-to-back this week. It's obviously, mate, I've got no words. It was an exceptional race out there between you and Harry.
Yeah, I'm left speechless after that race. I'm actually quite puffed from it. That top race to Harry, that was probably one of the funnest races I've had in a long time on the service, and yeah, I got no words. It was awesome. I didn't think I really have a chance or an opportunity. When it comes to making mistakes, Harry makes very few of them. So to get a chance to get get the opportunity to get my nose underneath him is a very rare chance. So we'll take the win. Yeah, I'm stoked. That was a sick race.
Mate, we go back to last week at Kokomo. The cards were the same. At the end of the day, it's another win under your belt. But, mate, obviously this one must just feel just as good. It was an awesome race last week. But what did you have to do different this week here coming into Williams Grove? It's obviously a much bigger racetrack. It's probably about the second largest track on the iRacing service. But it's the corners are a little bit tighter compared to Kokomo. But, you know, obviously, what was the difference between what you had to do between last week and this week?
I think just keep it calm is the biggest thing. Like with the fixed set, having a shorter gear, you can't really afford to get on the throttle and be too gas happy on the exits of your corners. So you gotta pace yourself and just see where the car finds its grip on the track. And sometimes, like I was trying some very different forms of lines, just searching to see him, like where I can gain on Harry, where Harry's gaining ground on me. Just search, and then once I found something that worked for me, I kind of just focus on hitting my marks and making sure I kept like the tire spin down, and we were able to get a few good runs then and break up the momentum. Yeah, I think it's mostly hit around this track. It's about pacing yourself. You gotta be calm, otherwise it's very easy to put yourself over the catch fence or put yourself into the guardrail down the bottom.
Mate, what was the preferred line for you here at Williams Grove tonight? Obviously, the bottom came in towards the end of the A-main, but you were pretty much, looked like a bit of an R&D session. Obviously, you were still trying to get up there, but it was a bit of an R&D session on the racetrack. You sort of had to look at the bottom, find out where we was going to work on the racetrack.
Yeah, it was definitely a bit of an R&D session. A few of the boys in Discord was trying the top of 1 or 2, and they just said it's not even worth searching, so I didn't even bother going up there. I noticed in some of the consies that the top in 3 and 4 was starting to pick up, and I knew that Harry was going to be running having the preferred line, and so I had to search, and just had to look around. There was multiple lines. It's probably one of the best things about Williams Grove is the amount of lines that they're always on offer. So you've got plenty to choose from. You just got to figure out what the best for you.
Well, how about it, guys? Clayton Davies with another win here tonight here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Mate, sponsor shout-outs. Obviously, we do this here every week, mate, but, mate, there's a lot of people behind the scenes on this race car I'm sure you'd like to thank.
Yeah, first I'd like to thank all the boys back in Discord. Blaine, Alex, Coop, Hobbsy, Luke, Riley, Miller. It was just good help from them giving me feedback where I looked like I was strong. Partner-wise, I'd like to thank Western Machine Shop, Atlantic Oil, Hobbs Trenching and Boring, 27 Design, CD Cinematography, ABR Setup Shop, Alex, the whole team helping me out every week. You and Brett for putting on the broadcast every week, and all the guys at JSI for putting on the league.
Well, that is race fans. How about please bang your hands together once again this week for your race winner, Clayton Davies. Well done, mate.
Thanks,
We'll see you
bud.
back next week. Well, race fans, how about it? No words can describe. Obviously, another exceptional race this week for the JSI Racing Hobbs Trenching and Boring 360 Sprint Car Series here at Williams Grove Speedway. What a run between your top three. Obviously, Clayton Davies taking the win, Harry Stewart second, and Braden Miller home in position number 3. Well, race fans, this will bring us to a close here on Ultimate Dirt TV. We'll see you back next week for round number 12 of the JSI Sundays Hobbs Challenge Boring 360 Sprint Car Series. My name is Matt Bailey. We'll see you guys next week, and good night.